Hello beauty, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to be filming this video and sharing this video with you guys because this is the last video for the year 2021. I'm excited. And I'm sure you guys can already tell from the title of the video that I'm going to be sharing my 2021 review. Okay, the reflections, my reflection for the year, the lessons I learned this year, and my goals, what did I take, what is left undone, and just basically my year in review, okay? I did a video like this last year and I really enjoyed watching the video again this year. You know, I went back to watch the video and I really enjoyed it. And you know what? I have decided that this is something that I will be doing every year. And it's something that I learned from Tosin Alabi. She's a YouTuber that I love and respect so much. In fact, I look forward to our end of the year lessons video, okay? So she does this video at the end of every year where she shares her lessons throughout the year. And she's very intentional about it, you guys. And I decided that this is something I want to do with you guys as well. Her videos have been useful to me. They've been helpful. And I also want to do something like that for you guys. So yes, that's what I'm going to be doing in today's video. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Yemi, and this channel is all about inspiring you to own your life, live up to your potentials, and to be your best self. So please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click the subscribe button and the bell notification so you stay up to date on my videos. I'd love to have you as a part of this family, okay? And there's a good news. There's a good news that I really want to share. Let's just get into the video, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to review the goals first, and then I'll talk about the lessons and other things that I want to talk about and the special announcement that I want to make at the end of the video. But if this video is longer than 20 minutes, I'm not sure. I don't want it to be too long, but you never know. So if this video is longer than 20 minutes, I'll make sure that I add the timestamps in the description box, and also you can see it. If you're watching from your desktop, you can see, I think there's a way that you can see it. So if you are not interested in reviewing, like if you're not interested in listening or watching me review my goals, then you can just keep to the lessons. Or if you're interested in the goals and you're not interested in the lessons, then you can just do as you please. The timestamp is going to be in the description box, okay? So yeah, but if you don't need to do that, please watch the video because I'm sure it's going to be valuable, okay? It's going to be worth your time. But anyway, let me begin with reviewing my goals. So I'm looking at my, okay, and you guys already know that, let me show you. You guys already know that I don't do vision boards, at least for now. I just try to section my goals into groups. I have a video where I talked about how I plan for the year. So basically, the breakdown is in that video. So yes, that's just what I do. And my theme word for this year is abundance. And like I said, I always pray I pray to get the theme word for the year, and it comes with a scripture for the year. But this year has 2 scriptures, okay? So my theme word for the year is abundance, abundance of giving, abundance of peace, and abundance of love. Those are the 3 things that came to me. And the scriptures, Isaiah 54 verse 2 and Matthew 25 verse 29. I'm going to put that on the screen for you guys. So I had 4 sections, or I had 4 sections here: spiritual, my faith, and family, my career, and my personal growth. Okay, like I said, 2021 is the year of abundance. So the first thing I have here, I had 4 things for family: more family vacation and staycation, more couple time, teach Daniel to read, and the kids' birthday party, and make memories. Okay, so yes, for family, I think I achieved that. Yeah, family vacation, staycation. Initially, we had planned to go to Shanghai for the summer holiday, but we couldn't do that. We couldn't travel for some reason. I can't even remember what the reason was, but it was a very important reason why we didn't travel. But we had the staycation, we went out, and yeah, we did create memories this year. Kids' birthday party, yes, my Daniel turned 5 years old and Noah turned 2, and I really wanted to celebrate it because Noah wasn't able to, that's my younger son, wasn't able to celebrate his first year birthday last year due to the pandemic. And if you guys remember, in my last year video, I talked about the fact that I wanted to create more memories this year, and yes, I was really intentional about that. More couple time, my husband and I, yes, we did a lot of at-home date nights and all of that, yes, yeah. We did that. Teach Daniel to read. Yes, I started at the beginning of the year, but this one, I don't think I did it 100%. Yes, I taught him the concept of reading, like phonics and everything. And now he can look at words and try to read them using phonics. But I don't think he can read a whole book, yes, you know. So yes, I didn't like complete it, but I think I did quite a bit on that area. So yes, that's that for family. I'm trying to make it snappy with you guys so I don't make the video too long. So let's go to the spiritual, my faith. So I plan to study 4 books of the Bible this year, to be to practice mindfulness, more alone time with God, to fast once a week, and to give more. Okay, and yes, I did study 4 books of the Bible. And if you guys remember, last year I wrote down 4 books, and this year I wrote down 4 books because I wanted to be sure that I can maintain that number. I'm sure that yes, I have mastered this habit of studying 4 books. Like I said, study, not read. I wanted to be sure that I've mastered this before progressing to a higher number. And I think I studied more than 4 books, but this is the minimum. And I think, yes, I have mastered that habit. So more alone time with God. Yes, I think I did better than last year. I think I did better than last year, but I don't think I'm there yet again. Fast once a week. You guys, I decided this year that I was going to fast. Like I was going to, and when I mean fast, I don't mean just go on hunger strike. I decided that I'm going to dedicate one day to just focusing on God and praying. And yes, I did that, but I wasn't consistent. Like there's some days that Thursday, I chose Thursday for that, but there's some days that I did it on Friday. There's some weeks that I didn't even do it at all. Like I wasn't really consistent, but I was intentional about it. And I think that's what really matters. To give more, you can never give enough in this life. You can never give enough, but I did try my best. What I have, I gave. My time, my resources, especially with my ebook that I created this year. You guys, if I know that there is someone that needs this ebook, I just did not publicly announce a giveaway, but I gave to people that I know that they need it, you know, they needed it. And just anybody that I feel, I gave. So what I had, I give, you know. So you can never give enough, so I cannot score myself 100% in that area. So let's go to my career, okay? So my career. So for my career, I wrote that I wanted to launch my course or product. I said I wanted to build my website. I said I wanted group coaching for 5 people. At least I said I wanted to write more for Dazzling Insights blog and for my blog, because I wanted to build my website, and of course my website would have a blog, to write more and also grow my audience on YouTube and Instagram. Yes, so launch my course product is supposed to be my 30th birthday gift to myself. Okay, so launch my course product. Yes, I think I did that. And if you guys saw the last video I uploaded where I talked about the lessons I learned from creating an ebook, you would already know by now that the idea started off as a course, but then it turned out to be a product. So yes, I achieved that. Built my website. Actually, my website is almost done, but it didn't launch this year, but I started that this year. So yes, I think I achieved that. Group coaching for 5 people. I wouldn't say I did group coaching, but I did one-on-one coaching, but not 5 people. They were not up to 5 people. I think 3 people, not up to 5 people. The goal was to do group coaching to see if I could do that, but you know, just set big goals for yourself, dream big, and then you never know. So I didn't do group coaching. It's something that I would continue. I'll roll over till next year. As you guys probably know by now, I'm launching my coaching business next year. So the website, the group coaching, the one-on-one coaching will be rolled over till next year. Did I write more? I did write 2 articles for Dazzling Insight, but like I said, my website did not launch this year, so I didn't write for my blog. I did write 2, and 1 is pending. So yes, I did that. And I also think I wrote more because I wrote an ebook. So yes, I think to an extent I achieved that. Grow my audience on YouTube and Instagram. Yes, I did that. This year, I got to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and Instagram. I didn't really focus, like, I realized that I couldn't do so much. I needed to focus on a platform first. So yes, I didn't really focus on Instagram, and I don't even know how much followers I have on Instagram right now. But that wasn't really my goal. Just grow the audience, to have my community, to grow my community, build my audience. Yes. And I didn't write it here, but I wrote down that I wanted to monetize the channel this year. And you guys, that's the news that I wanted to share with you. The channel got monetized this year. In fact, a couple of days ago. That one, I'll talk more about that later, but let me just do that now. Anyway, the channel got monetized about 2 or 3 days ago. I even lost hope about monetizing this channel this year. thought it wasn't going to happen because, you know, this is like my second year on YouTube and you lose watch hours as you grow. So as like you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within 12 months. So the watch hours that I had accumulated from last year, I was losing them, and as I was gaining watch hours, I was losing them. So, but it happened. Now I am monetized. So you guys, please watch ads, okay? And again, I also wanted to create valuable content, and I tried my best. And again, it's you guys that will determine if I did that. So yes, that's that for my career. And also in my work, I think if you guys don't know, I teach English here. I think most of you don't know, but I teach English here in China. And again, I got good review. Like my comments, my feedback is always good. I just didn't write it here because I work towards that. I don't like to work in a place, in an organization where it will be like when you go, you go. Like I just want to do my best, do my very best, because it's just this concept. Like if you're faithful with something, if you're faithful with someone else's business, then you're probably going to be faithful with your own. Like, I don't know, but that's like the principle that I follow. So yes, my career, I think I tried for this year. Now, personal growth, for my personal, personal growth, I wanted to do self-care, to take care of myself and invest in myself by joining a membership. I also wanted to read 5 books specifically on creativity, productivity, and leadership. I wanted to set healthy habits, drink warm water, save more, develop consistent systems and routine, and also my 30th birthday. And yes, for self-care, I think I did that. I took care of myself. There were times that I would just stay by myself, solitude. Even my birthday, aside from the gift that I gave myself, the ebook, I wanted to be alone, and I really enjoyed my birthday. If you have not watched my birthday vlog, I'd link it here for you. I enjoyed it, yes. Investing in myself, I did that. In fact, I didn't just read 5 books this year. I read over 8 books this year. Yes, I read over 8 books this year on creativity, productivity, and leadership. And not just books, I also listened to a lot of podcasts on these topics as well: creativity, productivity, and leadership. If you guys want me to share my top podcast or the podcast that I love, that I enjoy listening to, let me know in the comment section. I would love to do that on these topics, okay? Creativity, productivity, leadership, and yeah, personal growth. Yeah, I did that. And I joined a membership at the beginning part of this year. You guys already know, I told you guys that. Drink warm water. I think I frustrated my husband with even drinking water, and I even bought this bottle. Yeah, I did that. Let me not bore you guys. Save more. You guys, I did not save more. I did not save more, and it's not because I was spending anyhow, because I actually invested in some things. I invested, so I did give financially to some courses, and I also invested in my business. So I don't really have savings like a huge amount of money. So I didn't have that. Develop consistent systems and routines. I think I tried, because I think I did a lot more this year, and I was able to manage all of that because of systems. Although I'm not stuck on a particular routine or system, but I think I think I worked with what I have. It's something that I will try to do better next year, but I think I tried my best. So overall, what I wrote down, I think I would score myself 80 over 100. Yeah, 80 over 100. And I give all the glory to God, because it's a thing of when you work according to the plan of God for your life, it's more like you get to achieve the things that you have set out to do. Because like I said, it was a different thing I had for this year. I was trying to roll over from 2020. You know, my 2020 theme was to be the light, be the light, illuminate. So I had started to I've done some investment that I thought, okay, in 2021, I'm just going to focus on reaping, just making money. And I thought I was going to stretch this year. That was the word I initially wanted to give myself: stretch, expand, do this, do that. But then for me, it was just abundance. And I think I just reaped in areas that I didn't even set out to even, I don't know how to explain it, but honestly, I saw the goodness of God in my life this year. And yeah, it was really a year of abundance. Not really in terms of money, money was just rolling in left and right. No, but there was just this peace, joy, and accomplishments. the reviews that I got from my book, the comments, and the fact that I was able to, you know, impact people. And also, I even had speaking engagement this year. And yeah, I think I've shared that already, but I had speaking engagement this year and they were not paid, okay? They were all free, but I was fulfilled. I felt so happy. I felt so happy with myself. And yeah, for me, that was just rewarding. And I think that's the abundance that God was trying to, you know, talk to me about, you know, abundance of peace, abundance, fulfillment. I think that's the word. I feel very fulfilled at the end of this year. I didn't really make a lot of money. I didn't really make a lot of money, but I feel so fulfilled. And I think that's the abundance. That's the joy in it. So yes, that's it. That's it for my yearly review, okay? So let me know in the comment section, how was your year? You know, in terms of your goals, did you achieve everything you set out? Or did you even write goals? You know, how big did you dream? And, you know, let me know in the comment section. Okay, so now let me go into the lessons that I learned in 2021, okay? All right, so we're just going to go into the lessons of 2021. And yes, I'm going to be reading out from my phone. I'm going to be looking at the points on my phone. And yeah, there's a part in my phone that I tagged 2021 reflections. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm just going to be picking out the points from my phone. I don't want this video to be super long. I would have really loved to share with you guys the experience, the gist, the story behind each of these lessons, but like it's just going to be super boring and super long. But I really hope that you guys can feel, I hope I'm able to share it in a way that you guys can really get the depth or the value of what I'm trying to say. I don't want it to sound cliche or anyway, I'm sure you guys will get it. But yeah, the very first lesson of 2021 for me is that I'm just going to read them as I wrote it, okay? Number one, give your life to God and He will give you the desires of your heart. You guys, sometimes it feels like I don't have problems. Sometimes, in fact, two people or even more said to me, like maybe jokingly or in a conversation, that you just don't have problem. You are just enjoying. You just, and I'm always like, you guys don't know. You don't know. Because I think I even cried the most this year. I cried the most this year, in fact. But my point is just that it feels like everything is just falling in line. It feels like everything is just beautiful. It feels like this girl does not have problems. She doesn't have struggles, issues, because God is always giving me the desires of my heart. Like, God takes care of me. He's been taking care of me. Like, His goodness has been following me from the very beginning. Even before I started to grow in my relationship with God, He has been there for me. And this is not just gist. That's just how I feel, and that's just what it is, you know. Let me share a particular, let me give this particular story so that you guys get what I'm trying to say. So there was a particular day, and like I mentioned, I decided that this year I'm going to fast like once in a week on Thursday. So this particular Thursday, I was waiting on the Lord, and specifically for myself, I had some prayer points. That there are days that I fast and I don't have prayer points, but I just have that time to just maybe listen to a word or study my Bible, and then from studying my Bible, I go into worship, and then I just start, you know, prayer points will just come, you know, something like that. And so this particular Thursday, I actually had things on my mind that I wanted to pray about, but every time I decide to pray, like every time I just want to open my mouth, the words were not coming out. And when I decide to like spend time waiting on God, I don't like it to be like an activity, you know, when you're just praying, you're just saying things, you're just saying words, so that it'd be like, I spent 5 hours praying today. I really don't like that style, okay? Maybe that's why I always say I don't know how to pray, but I don't like that style. I always want it to be like, I just want a connection, if you guys get what I'm trying to say. So anyway, on this particular day, the requests, the things that I had were not just flowing. Like it just appeared vain. There was no connection, so I just stopped. And I just continued worshiping. And then from that moment, names were dropping in my heart to pray. Like people that I know, my friends, like 3 people's name dropped in my heart, and I just prayed for those people, and I forgot about my own needs. I was actually heavy. My mind was heavy that particular day, but I just forgot about my own needs, my own prayer points, and I focused on these people, and I didn't even know any prayer points. I was just praying for them, you know, and I felt fulfilled. I felt very happy after that prayer session and everything. And then I went online, I think the following day, I went online and a friend of mine, my secondary school friend, actually she's my secondary school mate, but she's also my friend. She's watching this video and she knows herself. So she told me that I saw a message from her in my DM on Instagram, and she said that her mentor, now I don't know this mentor, like I don't really know her. I think I've only commented on her post once before, and she doesn't really know me as well. So I commented on a post once when my Instagram name was still Girl to Mom. So in that message anyway, she said that her mentor said to her that she got a message from the Holy Spirit, like while she was praying the day before, she got a message for me, and the Holy Spirit gave her prayer points to pray for me about. And you guys, those prayer points were so apt. It was so on point. Like the prayer points, the points she mentioned, she listed, were so apt. They were so on point. It was like, God is so mindful of me. In fact, I told my friend when I read the message that she cannot understand what this message, like how it feels. Like God is so mindful of me. Like, so the very detail of that message is exactly what I wanted to pray for some days ago, and even much more. Like, the last part of the message said, like, God literally told her to pray for me and tell me that I should be still and know that He is God. You guys, I cried that day because it was just like God is so mindful of me, you know? And I'm saying this because it will lead to the second point that I'm also going to share, you know? Submit everything to God and He will give you the desires of your heart. Just follow His will. Honestly, just follow His will. And the moment, like I always say, it was when I started to grow in my relationship with God that things started to make meaning and I started to become more fulfilled. It's not just about the numbers. It's not just about money and everything. I am just fulfilled, and it just keeps getting better. It keeps on getting better. I don't want to break into music in this video, but yeah, that's exactly how I feel. So that's the very first lesson I learned this year, to give your life to God and He will give you the desires of your heart and much more, okay? Much more. He will arrange it in a way that everything will fall in line and it will be profitable to you. And then the second lesson I learned this year is to take the focus away from yourself sometimes, okay? I know that we are in this world, we are in a world, like we live in a world where we have needs, like we all have needs, so it's not abnormal and it's not something bad, but sometimes we have to be intentional about shifting the focus away from ourselves. I remember, just like I said in this story, that I was praying for myself wasn't connecting that particular day, and I was praying for these people. I was praying for them with my heart, with all of my heart, with so much joy that after praying for them, I was so happy. I was so happy. Like I felt fulfilled that yes, this prayer session today was really, you know. And while I was praying for somebody else, God was taking care of my own needs. But anyway, that's not the point in this second point. The point is that you should shift the focus away from yourself. Like, even from my husband, the lesson, like we share our lessons at the end of the year, you know, and even from his own lessons as well this year, everything that he has achieved so far in life and even this year is not from him trying to achieve them. Like my husband is not a planner. He's not somebody that set goals. He's someone that he likes a life of ease. He doesn't like to stress out. So if there's anything that will stress him out, he likes to like take care of it. If it means like he should do this, he will do it now just so that he can enjoy his peace and quiet. He's that kind of person. He's not the one that likes to have goals and all of that like me, you know, but he likes ease. And then things just happen. It's not like he sit down to plan it, but all of these achievements comes from a place of taking care of other people's needs, like helping people do something, like helping people, just shifting the focus away from himself, you know? And so that is something that I've also learned and I want to share with you guys as well. So even if you have a lot of needs, sometimes take a break from praying for yourself or take a break from doing things for yourself. In fact, be intentional. You can even set out a date to say, okay, so time I want to give to somebody. So day I want to take care of someone's need. And I know that of course, you can't be 100% perfect. I know some of my friends, I did not reach out to them enough this year, but things happen. I'm building. But just be intentional about doing things. Like, just shift the focus away from yourself, and it can be hard. It can be hard to do that. But honestly, there is joy, there is beauty, and there is value in doing that, because the good you do for others will always come back to you, directly or indirectly. So I've just learned to shift the focus away from yourself every once in a while. Okay, so yeah, without making this video too long, okay, let's just move to the next point. The next point I'm going to share, the next lesson I learned in 2021 is that it takes courage to do better. People want to do better in their lives, but they just don't have the courage to take the first step. So whatever you do, do everything in love. Criticize with love, not out of the need to be right. As much as you're telling someone the truth, you don't want to hurt them with the truth, and maybe they don't have the capacity to handle the truth or take the next step. Let your intentions be clear in your words and in your actions. Do everything in love. I know it's a full one, but I typed it exactly how I felt it. You guys, I typed it exactly how it was in my mind or how it happened. The truth is that, honestly, I don't know how to describe how passionate I am about seeing people, especially women, live a full life. I don't like it when I see someone being cheated, or the person struggling to get back up in life, or seeing someone suffering from rejection, or someone not living up to their potentials, or just seeing a woman not living a full life. Because I don't know. And before, when I wasn't this matured, I used to be very judgmental. I think I mentioned that in a couple of videos. I used to be very judgmental. When I see that someone is not doing the right thing, I'd be like, get up, do it. But as I became more matured, in fact, I shared that in my very first video. As I became more matured, I realized that judging these people is not the solution. I got to that point that I understood. I moved from being judgmental to understanding. But now it has also moved from understanding people to knowing that it's not like they don't want to change. They just don't have the courage to take that first step. Everyone wants to change. Everybody wants to live a full life. I'm passionate about it, but it's their life. They are also very passionate about it. They want to do better. They see people online leading great lives. They see people doing this. They also want to do that. I mean, people don't want to stay in an unhealthy relationship. Nobody wants divorce. Nobody wants heartbreak. Nobody wants poverty. Nobody wants all this thing, and they really want to get out of it. But the issue there is courage. I was having a conversation with my husband. Oh, I don't want to get into the story, but I was having a conversation about my husband, and these are things that I pray about, like, Lord, help my audience, help the people around me get courage to take that bold step. Because trust me, it's just one decision. It's just one decision. And it's the courage to take that decision that is the problem. And it's something that I always pray about, that, you know what, God, whoever you send my way to help, give them that courage. Like, whatever I do, help me, encourage them, give them that courage they need to take the first step. Because you can talk to people, you can share videos. If they don't have that courage, trust me, they won't take the step. They won't take that step. And that's something I learned. And I went on to say that whatever you do, whatever I do with people, I should do it with love. When you criticize, or in fact, yes, you can criticize someone, but do it with love. When someone is going the wrong way and you want to call them back to order, you can do it with love. You don't have to be like, you're going to hell. Just there's a way you do things with love. And here it's just a reminder for me, because that's what I do, to do it with love, not out of a need to be right. Like, I told you. That has never really been my thing, to make somebody feel bad for whatever it is, but I just want to be very intentional about it. And that's a lesson that, I learned this year, from conversations, even from movies, even from, my quiet time. That's something that keeps coming to me, that whatever I do it out of love. Do it out of the need to help. Do it out of love, that you really want to see that person win. And that's the goal for me. I don't thrive where people around me are not thriving. I like the vibes. I like good vibes. And I don't want to be in a place where I'm in a happy relationship, my friend is in an unhealthy relationship, I have money to spend, my friend is broke, I'm doing well in my career, my friend is struggling. I don't like that kind of environment. I like the fact that we can share, we can enjoy together, like we can talk about good things. But yeah, life happens. But when I see or people around me in that position, I always want to, like, how can this person get back up? That's always the way it is for me. And sometimes if you're not careful, like if I'm not careful, I might want to do it in a way that I over push. And so that lesson, that thing, like that understanding of knowing that, or that understanding that it takes courage for people to take that first step, just helps you to be more understanding and more welcoming. So I just thought to share that with you guys. You never know. We are all dealing with human beings. We are all in a relationship with someone. And so when we understand that if people don't do things the way we want them to do it, or they don't do the things that we know that is the right thing for them to do, just know that they still don't have that courage. So whatever you do things in love so that they will be encouraged to do the right things. The next lesson I learned this year is that there are sharks out there. Be wise. Honestly, I think this is the second lesson I learned this year, like in February, early in the year. There are sharks out there. Be wise, okay? And, just like in the ocean, there are sharks and there are also small fishes. There are big fish, there are small fishes, there are crabs, there are turtles. In the ocean, there are also sharks that need to eat food. So you have to be wise. You'll be out there doing the right thing. Someone will be there trying to put some sand inside your gari. You'll be there on your own lane. Someone will be there. I mean, it happens everywhere. In your workplace, there's always going to be somebody who doesn't like you. There's always somebody who is also trying to build their own life at the expense of another person. It takes wisdom to manage people. It takes wisdom to manage difficult situations. So just know, it came to me that, just understand that you're not the only one in the ocean, right? There are fishes that you are bigger than, and there are fishes that are smaller than you, and there are also fishes that want to eat you up. So you just have to be wise and level up in this life, in your mind, your brain, Anyway, that's that. Another lesson I learned this year is that not everyone is your teacher or coach. Learn to know and respect your position in people's life. Don't permit people to hurt you. Give access according to their capacity. And this one, I don't even want to go into the details, but it's something that I learned this year, to give access to people according to their capacity. This year, I learned to draw boundaries, especially as for people who are in the online space. Even if you're not in the online space, in life, you need to learn how to draw boundaries, healthy boundaries. Boundaries are very important. Don't give people access to hurt you. And this person did this to me, this person did that to you, and that, the blah, 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 blah. Did you give that person access? Did you go and ask for advice and the person told you something? Me particularly, I remember that in the course of this year, I went to seek counsel from someone who was not doing what I was doing. And then what the person said hurt me really, really bad. And I was like, oh no, why did this person do this? Why did this person do that? And then when I was thinking about it, when I really sat down to analyze the situation, I realized that, but you took yourself to that person. It's not everyone that's going to be your teacher. It's not everybody that's going to be your coach. It's not everybody that's going to be your advisor. It's not everybody that's going to be, you're not going to learn from everybody. So don't go out there and give yourself to someone just because you're trying to do the right thing. Just set boundaries. I have friends that I go to for this particular issue. I have friends that I go for this issue. I have friends that I go to that issue, not because they don't have the brain space for it, not because they don't have the capacity for it, but because I am not sure. Maybe they have the capacity, maybe they don't, but I'm not sure that they can handle that. I'm not sure based on what I have seen and what I have perceived. So it's on me to draw boundaries. It's not every clothes that you spread in the sun. It's not every clothes that you wash in the same temperature in the washing machine. Okay, so anyway, that's another lesson I learned this year, and I'm really trying to hurry up. So give access according to people's capacity based on what you know. Okay? Don't assume that this person has the capacity for this. Don't assume that because of what you have seen. Be sure and draw healthy boundaries, okay? That's something I also learned this year. So anyway, I know that this video by now would have exceeded maybe 20 minutes, I'm sure, but these are the lessons that I learned this year and I'm going to carry over into the new year. And I'm so grateful for the gift of you guys. I'm so grateful for all of you who are subscribed to my channel. I am always praying for you guys and I love you guys. You guys are amazing. And to my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you guys for journeying with me in the year 2021. Thank you guys for watching my videos, because you guys are the reason why I made it to monetizing my channel this year, okay? Thank you guys so much for your love, for your support. To everyone who bought my ebook and who sent me a mail, to everybody who has been a part of my journey in 2021 in one way or another. I cannot even share. In fact, I watch people's videos on YouTube and I hear my name. I watch people recommend me, share my videos. I'm so grateful for you guys. And even if you have not done anything for me in the past 1 year, but you're here, you're here, and that's very important. I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for all my friends, my family. I'm grateful for every one of you. And I just want to say a big thank you for working with me in 2021. We're going to do a lot more in 2022. 2022 is going to be lit. Yes, I said that last year. I'm going to say it again this year. 2022 is going to be the best year for all of us. It's going to be an amazing year. It's going to be a fabulous year. I wish you all the things that you desire and all the things that God has in store for you in the next year. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to subscribe. Like this video, share, and all that good stuff. And I will see you in the new year. Happy New Year, guys, in advance. I love you guys. New Year home. I love you.